Hey guys, I'm Wendy Jo, and it is finally time. I am so excited. I have been dying for June to get here so that we could do this first month on Etsy and Shopify. I will say that I was totally inspired to do my first month on Etsy by Dina Lou. I will tag her channel in the description down below. I love her. I'm probably old enough to be her mother, but she's inspiring to me. I love other creators, and so I definitely want to give her credit. I also use her Etsy spreadsheet to track my sales and stuff, which she makes available on her channel as well. So make sure you go check out her channel and give her a follow because she is just sweet and awesome. So wanted to get that out of the way because I want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. But my video is a little different because I actually started a Shopify store, and we had someone start an Etsy store. If you know my history with Etsy, I don't sell on Etsy, but we had someone start an Etsy store for us, selling the exact same products on the two different platforms. And so what we are doing is we're going to take a look at where we made the most sales, where we got the most traction, how much each platform cost, and hopefully this will help you make a decision on if you're going to start selling, whether it's print on demand or digital downloads or a drop shipping store or whatever you want to do, whether you want to sell on Shopify or on Etsy. So we're going to do a whole lot of screen sharing on here, and I'm going to show you all of the details of this past month. So let's jump in. So this is the worksheet I was talking about that you can get from Dina Lou. So there's actually 1 week in here of stats from that very first week of that month in April. And then we have the full month of May. So I'm actually showing you both. So in April, we got 3 listings up. We had 138 visits, had a 2.2% conversion rate. We had a total of 3 orders, a total revenue of $29.97. I'm not sure what happened here because we had our ad set to $1 a day. And for some reason we got charged $10.99. I don't know if there was something, I don't know what happened here. So I don't know why this was as much as it was because we literally were on there for 7 days. But regardless, that's what we were charged. And maybe they messed up on how much they were putting out there the first couple days. But anyway, Etsy fees were $5.40. So the grand total of our profits on Etsy for that very first week were $3.59. And actually received in the bank was $3.26. So there's a little discrepancy there. I'm not sure if there was a fee or something that didn't get added in originally or what, but that was that. But then you guys look at the month of May. So we had a total of 21 listings. So, I had been creating a ton and sending them over to the person that's running that Etsy shop. It's just so you know, I gave them like all of the direction of what to do. I'm coaching them on running the Etsy shop so that we could get good stats. So I told them exactly what to do because I had several very successful Etsy shops in the past where we were bestsellers multiple times and we were making multiple 6 figures, and it was good for us. So anyway, so I was just doing the coaching on that, but I want you guys to know 21 listings went up. There were 1,342 visits. Our conversion rate was 5.9%, which is really good. We had 78 total orders, which orders doesn't actually equal items. So like sometimes there was 2 or 3 items bought at a time, but this is the number of actual orders. The revenue from those orders was $1,186.52. On-site ad spend was $30.99, which makes sense because there was 31 days in the month of May and we have it set for $1 a day. We do have off-site ads turned on that, which means that Etsy is advertising on Google, Pinterest, wherever, our products if they deem them worthy. So we were charged $20.99 in off-site ad spend. So we spent $51 in ads and our revenue from that was $242.98. So very much worth the ad spend. Our click-through rate for our ads was 14.3%. So really, really good on that. Etsy fees, $152.74. So that includes listing fees. That includes any fees that we were charged. If somebody clicked on an offsite ad and then made a purchase, you pay a fee for that. And it's pretty steep, but, and I will show you some screenshots from that or screen recording of that in a few minutes. So our net profit was $951.81. Actual money received in the bank was $832.42, which some of the money just didn't hit the bank until June. almost $1,000 in 1 month in a brand new Etsy shop. So that's just crazy. I was super impressed with the traction that we got on Etsy. I will tell you, we did a lot of research ahead of time on marketing and those types of things. And everything kind of goes along with what I do. Like my entire brand is all about helping other people start businesses. And so that's obviously my target audience, is helping people make money. And so, but anyway, that's the first month on Etsy. So now what everybody's been waiting for is the first month on Shopify. And you guys, I am blown away. So our Shopify strategy was this. We created a TikTok account, and with that, we just posted 1 or 2 videos a day during the month of May. And that was all we did to market for our Shopify store. Everything that we did for marketing was 100% free. It was all on TikTok, and I mentioned it a couple times here on YouTube. And I did start an Instagram and a Facebook, and I did post a few things on Pinterest. My main focus was TikTok, and I can actually show you when I take you inside of Shopify where all the traffic came from and what the conversion was on that. But so same listings here. So the first week of April, like I said, we mirrored everything. Now we are running the Shopify store. And the first week of April, we had 3 listings, 240 visits, which if you look back over here, there was 138 visits with a 2.2% conversion rate on Etsy. We had 240 with a 1.2% conversion rate. So our conversion rate wasn't as good. 3 orders, just like on Etsy. Total revenue was $81.92. Shopify fees are $39 a month. So that is the only fee that we have to pay on Shopify besides PayPal fees, which you don't have to accept PayPal. We do because some people prefer the convenience, especially because we sell worldwide. And so a lot of times it's easier for people to pay through PayPal because then PayPal just converts that money over to American dollars. So this, in May, we had fees on PayPal that did cut into our profit some. But so for April, 1 week, $39. Net profit was $42.92. And the total amount in our bank account, $42.92. Because it's 100% profit. During the month of May, we had the 21 listings, just like on Etsy. We had 1,500 visits. So let's compare that again to Etsy, 1,342 versus 1,500. We had a 4.2% conversion rate versus a 5.9 on Etsy. Our total number of orders was 73. And again, that's orders, not products. So a lot of those would be, 3, 4, 5 items sometimes that were purchased. There were 78 orders on Etsy, and our total revenue was $2,399.19. Shopify fees, $39. Our PayPal fees, $131.48, which honestly, I was a little shocked by that, but we did have a lot of sales to other countries. Which is really cool, you guys. Like to pull up your little Shopify map and see that you have orders coming in from literally all over the globe is super cool. So our net profit was $2,360.19, minus those PayPal fees and Shopify fees made it $228.71. Our total profit on Shopify, $2,228.71. Total profit on Etsy, $832.42. The amount of fees that were paid on Etsy were $152 plus 51, almost $200. And if you count the PayPal fees along with the Shopify fees, then it was $172-ish on Shopify. And again, you could completely cut this out if you didn't want to accept PayPal. We chose to, and I guess we'll just kind of see going forward if we continue to do that or not. But I feel like the amount of sales that we got from there was still worth it. So obviously Shopify won this one, and it is kind of crazy to me because Etsy spends a ton of money pushing their content. Like that is the one thing Etsy has kind of got the monopoly on, whether it's on Pinterest, on Google. If you're searching for something, usually if it's found on Etsy, Etsy ads are the very first thing that show up when you do a search. And so for us to be able to do this much on a Shopify account without spending any money on ads, organic traffic only, competing against a company who literally pushes all of that content out there, I was really impressed. So now we're going to go over and we're going to take a look inside of the Etsy store and inside of the Shopify store, and I'm going to show you a little bit more details. Okay, now we're inside of Etsy, and this is what the graph looks like here. And this is again May 1st through the 31st. We're not covering that first week of April just because it was just like a few days. So I wanted to cover a full month. 1,342 visits, 79 orders, which it said 78 on the other report, so I don't really know why that's a 79, 5.9% conversion rate, 1186.52. Some of the numbers, like if you look one place, it'll say one thing, and if you look another place, it'll say something completely different. So I don't know about that, you guys. But as you can see, like, you know, we were pretty steady through the month here, and then you know, our visits kind of picked up and got a little bit higher average, and then there towards the end of the month, we had a lot of traffic coming in. So our Etsy ad, we spent $1 a day for the month of May, and this kind of shows you where the traffic was, how many views we were getting from the ads, and what our spend was versus our revenue. And this is on-site ads. So I don't know why they don't include the off-site ads on this page. It doesn't make sense to me because I feel like it should combine all of it, because it's really difficult to find your off-site ads information. And if you know like where I'm going wrong here, just let me know, because I don't understand completely why it doesn't show offsite ads here. So I have to go somewhere else to show you guys the offsite ads. But this was our on-site ads, $1 a day. And I'm probably just gonna leave it at that for now. Maybe if we end up having them put up more listings, then we might go ahead and up that. But I'm comfortable with that whole $1 a day right now. Makes the most sense to me. And here's the dashboard for offsite ads. So this is May the 4th. Let me go back in and do May the 1st through the 31st so you guys can see that. So they clicked on the ad 74 times and placed 11 orders. So that's a pretty good click-through rate. It's actually higher than the on-site ads click-through rate, because you just take 74 and divide that by 11. So let me look at that actual number. 74 divided by 11, that's like a 6.72% click-through rate. I think that's pretty good. So as you can see, we spent $20.99 in ads and $139.89 in sales from that. So definitely worth having those offsite ads turned on. We'll see how that plays out as things continue. But that is kind of what things look like inside of Etsy. If I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I should show you in here. But I mean, I'm impressed with both platforms, honestly. Etsy is definitely easier because you don't have to do anything. For me personally, it's not really an option because of our issues that we had with Etsy. And so for me personally, it's just not an option. But it is definitely easier because you don't have to create any marketing videos. Everything is done for you, which is why I want to look at the Shopify promotions just to see if it's worth it for a month, to see if they can truly drive the traffic to my channel versus me spending the time, because we're really looking at, okay, how passive can we make this? And the only thing not passive about the Shopify side is the fact that I do have to create TikToks in order to drive traffic to it. So, all right, we're gonna jump off here, and I'm gonna just share just a little bit more info with you guys. So this is looking inside of the Shopify store and looking at last month, which is the month of May. And you can see how, you know, the sales were. I mean, I feel like in general, it was pretty steady with just crazy spikes on certain days, like this day, $310, this day, $367, this day, $369. So it was, you know, other than that, fairly steady. The number of sessions kind of ebbed and flowed too. Like, I don't really know, other than maybe just certain days of the week. I do know that like this was the Memorial Day weekend right in here, which definitely was super slow. So that kind of had me nervous there towards the end of the month. Returning customer rate is at 9.72%. And that's just kind of starting to really kick in now that we've been open a full month, where people are coming back to see what else we have. Conversion rate, like I said, was that 4.15%. And it kind of breaks it down for you: who added things to your cart, who reached the checkout, how many sessions were converted. And I did record how to set up a Shopify store because I knew after this, you guys were going to want to know how to do this because it is definitely worth it if you've, number one, done your research ahead of time on your product and your target audience. Number two, you've spent time researching your SEO, your keywords, and those types of things. And number three, you've created a great product that will be attractive to that audience. Then I think Shopify is absolutely the way to go because, hands down, it won. The only drawback to Shopify is you do have to market yourself. And so I'm going to do another video to show you guys how you can do faceless TikTok and market your products. You're going to like that one. So that one is coming, but that's going to be a couple, 3 weeks away, but it's coming. So make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't, because I have a lot of really great content coming out around getting set up with a Shopify account, getting set up to run your own business. And this will apply whether you're doing digital products, print on demand, drop shipping, starting your own store if you've created some sort of product or you do handmade. It all applies no matter what kind of store you have. This, we do digital products, but we've also got print on demand, we have drop shipping, we have all that other kind of stuff too. And we've also done years and years and years of handmade physical products as well. So we kind of have experience all the way across the board. This one really started out just as an experiment to show you guys. And so it's been super fun for me. I love all the technical things. But this is what I wanted to show you guys, the sessions by source. So YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Pinterest in that order. And again, some of this is not really true to form because like this is TikTok where they came straight from TikTok, but also this right here is my website, my link in my bio. And so if they came here directly or if they just saw mwco.com, then they may have just punched it in. Instagram, I don't know how they tie this because we don't have a shop on Instagram, but somebody must have come directly from Instagram from one of my reels and made a purchase. So that's what that is. This is something I'm possibly looking at for this month. It's called shopifypromo.com. And I think they do this to kind of like entice you in, but basically you can pay them to advertise your site and to bring in more traffic. I'm not 100% sure that I want to do that yet, but I am looking at it to see. What I would love is if they would like do a partnership with me and give me like a free month to test it out to share with you guys. But, we'll see what happens with that. And then sales attributed to marketing. Again, I don't know what they consider marketing other than if I don't understand this at all, unless these sales are attributed to this right here. And I didn't pay for anything here. So I'm going to click on this and show you guys what this is. I didn't pay for this. So I think that they like promote a couple things to try to get you to utilize them. But so $24.99, that would be pretty equivalent to me paying $1 a day on Etsy. 30 days of traffic, 120 visitors per day, one keyword or one social source. So I don't know. We will see. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. And this is the other thing I did want to show you guys as well. So this tells me the top channel performances, meaning these are direct. So this means somebody put in my URL and this is how many sales I got from that. So that is a lot. The conversion rate's really low there, but that's definitely a lot of people just directly coming to my website. And I'm sure a lot of it's out of curiosity. So I don't mind that the conversion rate is low because we're new and people are just kind of finding us. So the Shopify email is where we have a campaign. So like if somebody leaves something in their cart or something like that, then we send them an email to, come back and make a purchase. This obviously somebody came from Facebook to make a purchase here. I don't know anything more about that other than Meta is definitely Facebook. These are attributed to YouTube, people coming from there. And then these are from Google. So that means that people did find us on Google doing a Google search, which is kind of cool since we're so brand new, that people did actually find us from Google. And there's all kinds of other things happening in here. And I've got some new things set up that I'm kind of excited to try soon with affiliates. I'm thinking about actually like having affiliates advertising for me as well. I've just got to figure out the details on that. Okay, so as you can see, the results are in. Shopify, hands down, beat Etsy, basically double what we made on Etsy. but the total profit for the entire month between the two platforms was over $3,000. And you guys, like, it's number one, the market's not oversaturated. You just have to know your target audience and you have to do your research. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to do your research. I am currently helping a couple of people get themselves set up to sell and helping them do the research on their niche so that they can take our PLR products and they can create multiple products out of that they can sell to their niche. And that's what's so cool about this whole thing. Because if you understand your audience and their needs, then it's so much easier to fill the gap for them and create something that they're searching for and that they want. And so once you kind of have that under control, then I use the free versions of Everbee and I use the free version of eRank. And what is the other? Oh, just going directly on Etsy itself to search. If you have Everbee, the Everbee extension pulled up, then you can start typing in words and Everbee will give you like the first 3 things for free all the time and how many searches there are for it. On eRank, you get 5 keyword searches a day. And then you have to upgrade if you want like all the other details. But I haven't done that just because I haven't really had time or the need to spend the extra money to do that right now. But so, know your audience, know their pain points, and make sure it's not an oversaturated market if you're just jumping in because, the less competition that there is, the better off you're going to be as you're trying to market yourself. Because, if you are just doing something that is just so oversaturated, it's going to be really hard to be found, especially on Etsy, because there are certain markets on Etsy that are very, very saturated. You have to niche way down to make sure that you are targeting a small enough audience that you'll find your people that want your product, but you also have to make sure there's enough people searching for it. So that's why you use eRank. It tells you how many people are searching for it, as well as using Everbee on Etsy to see how many people are searching for it. And those are not paid. I'm not paid by any of these people. I'm just telling you what I use. So if you are interested in knowing how to set up a Shopify account, make sure you subscribe because that is coming out. That video will be released in the next week or 2. I have, like I said, 3 or 4 videos that are coming out. I'm also going to create a video to show you guys how we market on TikTok. If you follow me on TikTok, you've probably already seen it, but I'll show you how to do that. And I'm going to show you how to do it super easy with Canva, faceless. So that video is also coming. I'm going to work on that one next. But all in all, I'm super happy with the results from the first month. There will definitely be more products going up, and I'm definitely going to be branching out into some more areas now that I kind of know what everybody is wanting and I'm able to meet their needs. I will say that side of it has not been passive. So if you're really wanting true passive, that's why we created the PLR products for people so that they could just buy those. They come with that commercial use license, and then you guys can then turn around and create literally hundreds of products with just one of our products that you can then turn around and resell as your own. And so that's the beauty of those. Or you can go and you can learn Canva, you can learn how to do all those things and create your own, all of that stuff and do it. Like, I am 100% on your side, here to help you guys no matter which direction you go. That's always been the purpose of this channel, was just to give you guys the tools you need to be able to make passive income from home. Because I started this journey 25 plus years ago as a stay-at-home mom and raised my 5 kids by being able to work from home and earn income. Wasn't always passive, but I've really dove into the passive side of things because as a mom of 5, you learn really quickly that you don't have a lot of spare time to do all the things that you want to do. So I hope you found value in this content. If you do, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts, your questions. I will probably be doing a Q&A at some point. But yeah, that's the results that everybody's been waiting for. At least I have been. Thank you guys for staying engaged and for watching this channel. And I will be back soon. Have a great one.